My job? Strictly clerical. Representatives of the various countries, namely Britain, Russia. I don't ever recall German because I don't know how much defense they ever provided. I never occurred to me about that, but anyway. Came there, would come in as you would come in to get a book, and they would come in and request documents by number, by title, by number, by whatever. Mm-hmm. And you would go and get them for them and give them to them. And these were duplicates of originals, except where it might be a whole book or something of that nature. And those were the problems because it was particularly difficult to get them back from the Russians. You had to go and reclaim them. They said they didn't have them and they didn't know where they were. So you took a little trip and went into their office and found them laying on the counter or on the desk and just picked them up and brought them back.
Roger Barrett.
Right.
Did your paths cross with his?
My boss.
Yeah?
Yeah. I have a commendation from him written right in here somewhere.
Yep.
Very, very, very fine gentleman. You could not ask for a better person to work for. Just could not. It was excellent. And there's a picture of the documentation division with a guy working there. And there's a more complete picture of it. And the guy over here on the left is John Beck from Indiana, and I can't tell you more than that. And the other one on the other side was Don somebody or other, and he's a civilian employee out of Washington. But I don't imagine he's...
That's amazing. What a small world.
Most of the documents, except for the books, were in two categories, okay?
Right.
Now, we've advanced somewhat since World War II.
Yeah.
This would be a photostatic copy of a document, okay?
Right.
This will be a duplicated one. Now, how did I come by them? I just plain lifted them and sent them home. I thought someday I'll keep these. So, what is this?
Let me just salve your own conscience if you needed to. A lot of people did that.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know. I didn't. I wasn't unique. No. And this one I'm reading off the back of this one. It says photostatic copies of two originals. Number 1 signed by Adolf Hitler. Number 2 from Heinrich Himmler, obviously, to Adolf Hitler.
Wow.
So that's what they were. I believe these are both in German. Yeah, they are. And this is a translated one. In the right-hand corner of each document, okay, there was a number. In this particular case, it's 2223-PS. And that would be what they would come in on, just with an order, and request one, okay?
That is fabulous.
And we'd go and get it for them.
Would they be translated into French, Russian? So when they ever took the original... And
some were in French and some were in Russian, but some were, and well, obviously, I don't think there are too many in French. There might have been. They've been translated into English, but not all of them. However, obviously, people working at that level in the legal situation could speak all the languages, and so that presented no problem to them. Gotcha. They just translated them.
You were there during the time of Jackson's cross-examination of Hermann Goering, because you were at least... Was that a conversation piece? Was that an event people were...
Yeah, it was pretty much of an event because most of those people did not talk much, okay? As you're very well aware. These people are people that walked around, you know, with their head high in the air, and the whole world, they had it right by their hands, you know, and they were the master race. Well, they were totally the reverse when they sat in the courtroom. You know, let's face it, it's over. We've had it. I don't know that they changed their mind. But their attitude, their spirit had gone down. Their head was not up here, it was down here. There was a very, very visible difference. Right. That, you know, the confidence and the superiority feeling had kaput, done, finished. Very highly respected, very highly respected. Yes, indeed. No question about it. Never, never a derogatory statement. I don't even recall much being printed that was negative about him. Now, granted, you're going back 60 years, I may have forgotten. But I don't recall that there was any, as there might be with our current leaders, for example, there's always a lot of criticism and all that. There was no great criticism of Jackson.